Shalom, shalom. Want to say all praises be to Abanawa, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Harakakadash. The honest apostles was a quantum of great millstone rule well. Shalom to the sincere brethren. Akim order across the four winds, the four corners of the globe, pushing the truth, the good news of Yahweh Shai, proclaiming salvation to the elect of Israel, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and proclaiming the downfall of Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, and his wicked empire. So this video is going to be entitled, The Most Important Thing You Can Teach Your Children or Teach Your People is what? The truth. The wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of the Bible, which many of the positive and great things or great sayings or great proverbs or great way of lives, or great ways to live your life comes from where? They are based upon what? Scriptural teaching, scriptural values, scriptural wisdom. You understand? So this is the book of Ecclesiasticus chapter 30 verse 3. He that teaches his son grieveth the enemy, and before his friends he shall rejoice of him. Come. So he that teaches his son grieveth the enemy. And who is our chief enemy? The so-called white man. Teach our sons, our children what? The wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of scriptures. You're teaching your son that what? He an Israelite from the tribe of Judah, so on and so forth. So guess what? He's gonna look and say, yo, we the children of Israel, we the chosen people. So why am I gonna kill my brother? Why am I gonna sell drugs to my brother? Why am I gonna hate my brother? That's the reason for so much so-called black and black, Hispanic and Hispanic crime, is because Jake don't know who they are. Jake was not taught who they are, man. So this right here, this is the greatest thing you can teach your children, knowing that what? They're the children of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. Deuteronomy 7 and 6. Because guess what? That gives you a whole new sense of honor, a whole new sense of dignity. You understand? Because most Jakes in this world, Israelites, so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, they suffer from what? Inferiority complex. That's why it ain't nothing for them to kill another so-called black man. It ain't nothing for them to have abortions. It ain't nothing for them to hate on another Negro, Latino, or Native American. It ain't nothing for them to worship a white God, man, a white Jesus. Why? Because they have that inferiority complex. But guess what? If you told them no, who the world enemy calls Jesus Christ, his true name is Yahweh Shai, and he's a so-called black man, guess what? That elevates their mind toward themselves and towards people that looks like them. That puts them on a whole higher vibration. The reason why the hood is so fucked up is because Jake running around here thinking that they're heathens, man. Thinking that they're nothing more than a blood or a crip, a YN, so on. They're on a very low vibrational frequency. And why is that? Because they're not being educated in the ways of the scriptures. They're being educated in the ways of what you call the public school system, the ways of Esau, Edom, basically, man. You understand? They're not being educated to know that, yo, you're the Israelites. Hear the law, statutes, and commandments. Don't commit adultery, don't kill, don't so on and so forth. Nah, they're educated in the ways of this world, man. High off of the drugs, high off of the low vibrational music, so on and so forth. This is the book of Deuteronomy chapter 7 verse 6. They don't know about this. Deuteronomy chapter 7 verse 6. For thou art an holy people who? The Israelites, which you are, man. So-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. So you teach your children that, you teach your sons and your daughters that. And that's the most important thing you can teach your children. Who they are and the volume of the book, the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of the scriptures, the law, statutes, the commandments, the names, Yahweh, Hashem, Yahweh Shai. You understand? Read the scriptures and apply it. That's the main thing you have to ingrain, and that's the most powerful thing you can teach your children or your people, man. You understand? The wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of the scriptures. Deuteronomy chapter 7 verse 6. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy power. The Lord thy power had chosen thee to be a special people. Come. Did Jake know that they are special people coming up? No, because that's hidden away from them. Why? Because your identity is the main thing, man. Your identity being an Israelite is the main thing that Esau, Edom, for hundreds of years has been wanting to keep away from us. The apostles and their elders always tell the story of how men jumped out of, there was some brothers teaching, men jumped out of a white man, so-called white man, probably one of the elites or something, or these one of the members of those families jumped out and be like, how did you find out this knowledge, man? How did you find out you were Israelites? We spent billions of dollars trying to keep this truth away from you. And I think this goes back to the 70s or 80s, man, when this incident happened. Guys said we spent billions of dollars trying to keep this truth away from you, man. You understand? What was J. Edgar Hoover's main thing? Trying to prevent a black Messiah. Which the only black Messiah is who Yahweh Shai, man. And it ain't no stopping Yahweh Shai. And it ain't no stopping the truth of Yahweh Shai. That's why we always have the highways and the byways and pushing these videos, because the most important thing that you can give to so-called black, Hispanic, and Native American people is the truth of the scriptures, who they are, who their power is, man. That's the most powerful, most earth-shattering thing that you can give to our people. It's not gold or silver, it's not money, it's not land, no. It's the truth of the scriptures, man. Because that'll clean us up, eh? The scriptures say about what? If our people turn to the east and acknowledge Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, we will be delivered like that. You don't think Esau know about that? So that's why he want to keep this away from us. Deuteronomy chapter 7 verse 6. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy power. The Lord thy power hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself, above all people. Does Jake have the mentality of being above all people? Because if you're above all people, there's a certain way you have to rule. You have to rule like a what? Aristocrat. I love using that word aristocrat, because that's the mindset, that's the mind state that you're supposed to be in as an Israelite. And that's the mind state, knowing that you're an Israelite, supposed to put you in. You are an aristocrat. You have to know how to run shit. You know what I mean? You have to know how to level up yourself in all things. That's the mentality. Even us brothers in the truth, we have to continue to level up on it, because we not even really on the level that we're supposed to be on, which ultimately Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is going to put us on the level. But we have to get ready to rule the world. So how can little trivial shit be causing you to follow out the truth, man? A woman, you come into some money that causes you to follow it. That's little trivial shit, man. We about to get ready to rule the world, man. So little trivial shit shouldn't meddle with your faith, man. Change your foot in this truth, man. Because we the aristocrats, man. I mean, that's all, Jake, starting with the elect. So imagine you come up with that mentality, yo, you the greatest nation on earth. But no, we are taught that, wow, we the least of all nations, man. We are nothing. We are Hosea 1. We are nothing. We heathens, man. So-called white man is smarter than you. The Chinese are so smart. They good at this, they good at math, they good at... Nah, man, we the top people, man. Or the East Indians, they're the best engineers. No, we really the best at everything, man. You understand? When you really check it out. Not just physically, mentally, spiritually, all of that, man. Because they like to give Jake is the best athletes. No, Jake is the best at ingenuity, best inventors, best scientists, best herbalists, so on and so forth, man. Best physicians, true physicians, you understand? So on and so forth. The best minds, the most brilliant minds are really the Israelites. Because what? We are the sons and daughters of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. So this is the book of Hosea chapter 1 verse 10. Yet the number of the children of Israel shall be as the sand of the sea. Can't say innumerable. I mean, what? We scattered throughout the four corners of the globe. And even Jake here in North, South, and Central America is plentiful. Yet the number of the children of Israel shall be as the sand of the sea. And that's another thing too. That one of the main things Jake is so messed up, especially here in America. When you're around these, you as an individual, when you're around these heathens and you do some monkey behavior, you're really painting all Jakes with that behavior, man. You understand? Because if you interact with a person of another nation, and they see you as a so-called black person or Puerto Rican or whatever act a certain way, they're gonna be like, oh yeah, all them so-called black people is that way, man. Because we do the same thing too. You interact with other people, You know what I mean? A person might be from wherever, man. A person might be from Texas or Houston. You be like, oh yeah, I met a couple people from Houston. They moved a certain way, so I don't really fuck with that. Oh yeah, I met a couple people from Los Angeles. It was all cool, so you must be cool too. But Jake don't operate on that nation mindset. Jake operate on that low vibrational, individualistic, uh, uh, ninja mindset, man. Not knowing that, yo, you do some bullshit, you embarrassing all so-called black people, all so-called Hispanic people, so on and so forth, man. But that's Jake. Jake has lost the whole concept of a nation, man. As Jake is ultimately destroyed. Jake think it's cool. I mean, Jake think it's cool to be, oh yeah, to be a gangbanger, to go to jail, to go to prison, to be a street ninja, man. Jake, to this day, Jake still think that street culture, low vibrational, you know what I mean? Gangster rap is the way. No, the way is behaving like an aristocrat, man. Being ready to rule these other nations, having a ruling class mentality. Remember, the apostles always used to say that. You niggas need to have a, you Jakes need to have a ruling class mentality, man. A ruling class mentality, man. Even these celebrity Jakes, they're dealing with the same woman, man. This chick Cardi B, she went from Offset to this Stephon Diggs guy, man. Them Jakes are worth tens of millions of dollars, man. But are they aristocrats? No. They don't have a ruling class mentality. So I show you that money is not the problem. Because niggas with money still exemplify nigga behavior, man. It's really the wisdom, knowledge, understanding of the truth makes you an aristocrat. Makes you the top nation, man. Because no, I ain't dealing with a woman unless she's a virgin. You know what I mean? I ain't smoking weed. I ain't doing drugs. As a lot of these celebrities, them niggas doing all type of drugs and smoking all type of weed, man. Showing you that they don't have the wisdom, man. You understand? Because the money don't make you the top nation. It's really the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua applying that, man. And then the money and the power just comes with it, man. You understand? So this is the book of Hosea, chapter 1, verse 10. Yeah, the number of the children of Israel shall be as the sand of the sea, which cannot be met. And a good example of that is who? King Solomon, man. The wisdom made him who he was. It wasn't the riches. The wisdom, and then everything else was what? The Lord said everything else is going to be added on to you. Yet the number of the children of Israel shall be as the sand of the sea, which cannot be measured nor numbered. And it shall come to pass that in the place where it was said unto them, you are not my people. Where is the place that it was said unto us that we are not the people? Chiefly here in America. North, South, Central America, but chiefly here in America, you told you Hamites, you Africans. You Latino tribe, you told you Spanish, you Spaniards, you white. No, we are who? Yet ye are not my people. They shall be said unto them, ye are the sons of the living power. And that's why the Lord have us out there, man. Telling us that you are the sons of the living power, man. And that's what cleaned us up, man. The hope for the elect. That's what cleaned us up out of smoking weed, eating abominable foods, committing adultery, so on and so forth, being low vibrational. This clean us up. It put us in what? An aristocrat mindset, man. A ruling class mentality. This is the most important thing you can tell your people, man. Because even when you deal with a lot of these so-called successful people, they'll always tell you, it all starts with the mindset, man. It all starts with the mindsets. That's why these niggas, some of these rappers, celebrity ninjas, they come into money and they still on that same low vibrational mentality, man. You understand? So they ain't no better than when they didn't have no money. The money just made them more corrupt, man, more wicked. And that's what it all goes back to the mindset. Do you have the correct mindset? Oh, this scripture says, let me get that precept real quick, which is a saying that they even say in the world. They even say this saying in the world, which they get it from the scriptures. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 23, verse 7. For as he think it in his heart, so as you think in your heart, in your mind, so is he. Come. So as you think your mind, as your mindset is, so is you, man. So if your mindset is being a gangbanger, drug dealer, you know what I mean? So you're gonna exemplify that, man. You understand? But if your mindset is being a Hebrew Israelite from the tribe of Judah, knowing that you're the top nation, knowing that you want to serve the Lord in truth and sincerity, guess what? That's what you're gonna exemplify. That's what you're gonna live, man. That's what you're gonna exercise. You understand? And that's exactly what this truth does for you, man. It cleans you up, man. You understand? And this cleans us up better than anything out there, man. This is the main thing, man. That cleans up. This is what's wrong with the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. They have not the truth. They have not the understanding, which is what we're giving on to them through the will of Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, man. This is the book of Psalms, and what King David said. Psalm chapter 137. Psalm chapter 137, verse 6. If I do not remember thee, let my tongue cleave to the roof of my tongue. If I prefer not Jerusalem above my chief joy. So basically, yo, let me cease from existing. Let me cease from talking. Let me cease from, you know what I mean? That's what King David is saying. Let me cease from being who I am if I put anything else before Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. If I put anything else before being an Israelite. Let me basically cease from relevance, man. Let me not be able to talk, man. You know what I mean? Because a person who's not able to talk, what they call them, dumb, is like you irrelevant, man. So really, that's spirit. Really, if you're not an Israelite, you're irrelevant. You're dumb. Scripture say what? You're in the dry bones, man. Valley of dry bones, man. You without life. You are dead. Spiritually, that Revelation 11 and 8. That's our people, man. But we reviving you through the power and the spirit of the word. But we understand only elect can be revived. But this is the greatest riches, man. Like Peter said, gold and silver I have not. But what? We have Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. We have the word, the will, the testimony of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. That's the healing of the nation right there. That's the rebound and the resuscitation of Israel right there. This truth. You are Israelites. The names, Yahweh, Yahweh Shai. The law, such a commandments. Knowing who your enemy is, so on and so forth. Knowing that you're the Israelites, man. Your identity, your heritage back, your culture back, your true culture back. This is the most important thing that we can give on to our people. This is the most important thing that you can give on to your children. This is the most powerful thing that you can give on to your children and on to your people, man. And Esau knows that. That's why he suppresses this so much, man. But guess what? This truth is gonna usurp all of that, man. It's gonna usurp and it's gonna rise above all of the witchcraft and the downplaying and the oppression of Esau, Edom. And the elect is gonna be saved, and the remnant is gonna be saved, and we're gonna be made Matthew 20 and 16. We're gonna be made first again. We're gonna be made the rulers again, the aristocrats again. We're gonna be made the most significant again. Deuteronomy 7 and 6. We're gonna be made that special people. We are already that special people, but it's gonna be made known that we are those people, Israelites, so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Hey, so with that, I hope this was uplifting and edifying to you brothers and sisters out there. Going to say our praises be to Abanoah, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Harakah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles, was a quanium of great millstone rule well. Shalom to the elect. Shalom.